Warning. On this podcast, we take the cases seriously, but not ourselves.
Although, we may attempt to lighten the mood at times.
Our episodes contain graphic descriptions that some listeners may find disturbing. Listener discretion is advised. Every time I make us a brew, my mug is always on the left, yours is on the right.
Yeah.
And you do the same, yes?
Yes.
You keep giving me the wrong mug of tea and spiking me with sugar. I don't take any sugar in my drink. You do.
Yeah.
You've done this a few times now to me.
Yeah, it's an easy mistake to make.
I mean, yes, it can happen. It wouldn't be a big deal if it just happened. But you've done it a few times now. And only a week or so ago, I called you because I took a sip, got sugar in me gob, and I was like, oh, this is awful. What the fuck?
Yeah.
And you went, oh, shit, sorry. I went, but mine's always on the left. How does this keep happening? Do you remember what your excuse was for it?
I can't remember how I worded it, but I know.
I fucking do. You said, because I wrote it down straight away, quote, I think it's the dyslexia.
Yeah, no, right. Right, let me explain. So, yeah, your cup is on the left, mine is on the right. Yes. But when I walk, so this is only when we have tea in bed.
Mm. So
when I come into the bedroom, if I'm stood at the foot of the bed, facing the bed, yours goes to my side, like...
You're turning.
I sleep on the right-hand side of the bed.
You're turning and you're thinking she's on the right, so it's the right hand mug.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It was the justification of the situation that really got me. I think it's the dyslexia.
Yeah, but I think that's justifiable.
See, when I come in, if we're having a cup of tea in bed, which we quite often do in the evening before we go to sleep, I usually put them down on the desk because we have a desk like as you walk into the room.
See, I don't. I do it in one go.
I
soldier on.
I either put them both on the desk, or quite often I'll put mine on the desk, deliver yours. Deliver, and then I go back out to turn the light off, all that jazz.
Yeah.
But it's just you got me good when you're like, I think it's the dyslexia. Rather than just saying, I don't know why I keep doing it, or whatever, it was, there had to be an excuse. I think it's the dyslexia.
Yeah.
What about the dyscalculia and the dyspraxia? You want to throw that in, or?
Well, yeah. And then you keep saying I've got brain damage. So that'd go into it and all.
Do you actually know you have dyscalculia, or is that just you think you do?
No, I was diagnosed with dyscalculia.
Okay.
Yes.
And dyspraxia.
And dyspraxia.
Okay.
I went to be tested for dyslexia.
Yeah.
Came out with all three.
I think that's quite common. You know, if you have one, it's not that unusual to have the other. And I think when they do the testing when you're a kid, they quite often test for a few different things. I think that's normal. Actually, I wasn't, as far as I remember, just dyslexia.
So I went in to be tested for dyslexia. And they were picking up on stuff while they were testing me on dyslexia. So they said they had me writing stuff down, and they said something about the position of my shoulder. Apparently, I was tensing all my fucking my writing hand was all tensed up, and I'd got my shoulder up like I was doing Philly Shell whenever I was writing. And I remember her saying, but she was putting all the weight. She had her hands on top of each other.
She was physically abusing you.
On my shoulder.
Yeah.
And she says, I was putting everything I'd got into pushing his shoulder down, and I couldn't.
That seems normal to me. A lot of kids do that where they lean down and one shoulder's up. I don't think I ever did that as such, but when I used to write, I'm still bad for it now, but not as bad. I'd nearly break my fingers with how hard I'm leaning on the pen or pencil. Like my hand is fucking gripped onto that. Do you do that or not?
Like a monkey grip.
Like, and I mean, when I was a kid writing, the page underneath, you could see exactly what I would like tearing through the paper.
I'd be snapping lead.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. I like. Do you remember when we were at school? You could have them.
They were I couldn't use them.
I could never use them.
No, they break up the shite.
Yeah.
Like, no. They were too gimmicky anyway.
I literally used to just slide them out and just snap them constantly.
Yes, same. It was just a toy.
Yeah.
On the same note, like you saying about the actual testing, something that was noted that I did, the person doing the test was like, oh, can you write X, Y, and Z for me? And I went, yeah. Or like, repeat the line, whatever it was, I can't remember.
Yeah.
Apparently, instead of like turn the paper around and writing it, I just bent my arm around and wrote it so they could see. So I like wrote it upside down for them. Apparently I was able to do that. And they were like, what the fuck?
You wrote upside down?
Yeah. So like, say if I was, because you're sitting across from me, instead of me turning the piece of paper around, writing it and turn it back to you, I just bent my like arm round and wrote it so you could read it.
See, that thick you couldn't work out to turn the book.
Well, that's the thing. People go, wow, that's really cool that she could do that. Or, wow, she really, what's going on here? Yeah. She couldn't figure this out.
You're literally like a Mr. Bean, aren't you?
I mean, apparently I was when I was younger anyway.
The dyspraxia, we knew that because I was just legging myself up all the time.
Yeah, walking around like a pigeon, weren't you?
What?
Like your feet were all like turned in, weren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, pigeon-toed? Why are you saying I'm pigeon-toed?
We were, weren't you? Wasn't that the point? That you were just tripping yourself up?
I was tripping myself up.
See, I said this to you the other day, which I think is really funny. So I'm always saying you're really clumsy.
Yeah.
But I noticed with you, it's very rare that you all fall down, but you always knock into shit, but you catch it before you go arse over tit.
Yeah.
But you're just always knocking into stuff.
Yeah, that's the 10 years of boxing training what has done that.
Yeah.
It took 10 years of intense training to get myself to that level.
Because I said that you're very clumsy and you kind of like took offense to it. You're like, no, I'm not. I'm like, you're constantly just walking into stuff.
No, stuff gets in my way.
Door frames.
Well.
A lot.
What do you mean?
You'll just like shoulder barge a door frame or something. And then you'll look at it like a person's just walked into you.
Yeah. Do you know what goes through my head after I've done it?
What's that?
Do you know when you see a dog with a cone on and they just knock into shit?
Yeah, it's that they've got no kind of like perception of what's around them.
Sometimes that's how I feel. Like
that's what you look like, the face on you.
Oh.
No, I mean, like, it's just so incensed that door frame has been put there. To you, it's so illogical. I have to walk here.
Who put that there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like, right, back to the pen thing as well at school. How disappointed was you? Right, so do you remember they used to have them different coloured pens and they
yes.
You wanted to smell like chocolate, wanted to smell like banana.
I thought you meant the like multi-click ones.
No.
No, yeah, no. And they also had the glitter pens as well.
Yeah. Oh, fuck the glitter ones.
Oh.
But the ones that smell. How disappointed was you when you tasted the ink and it didn't taste of what it smelled of?
Did I ever taste the ink? I'm sure I must have done.
We sucked it out of the tube.
I never did that, no. I'm sure I did taste it at one point. I did not suck the ink out of the tube.
I even know which one I did it with.
Which one?
It was bubble gum. No, it was bubble gum. It was pink.
Oh, I would have thought you would have done it to like a blueberry or something like that.
Oh, I thought I'd start off with something I'm very familiar with.
Yeah, I mean, you always kind of say if something's blue or green, you want to eat it.
Or drink it.
Mm.
Or touch it. You okay?
Yeah.
What? Why is my dyslexia and that coming up?
It was just something I had to get off my chest. I mean, that's kind of what the starters are, aren't they? A lot of the time. Something that's happened or we've remembered or recently come across and we feel the need to air it out.
Yeah.
Mm. It was just the justification, Neil. I couldn't get over it.
Huh.
Mm.
So do you accept my reasoning for mixing up the tea?
No.
Oh. But like you said, you have to put it down on the desk and then rearrange. I soldier on and go straight to
No, I can do that. I'm just saying I usually put them down because I'm going back out to turn the lights off or whatever. But
I switch the lights off and then bring them through. It's
the fact that you've done it to me multiple times. And when I take obviously when you take a swig of any drink and it's not what you're expecting, it's gross. But for me, when it's sugar, I don't really like sugary drinks.
Yeah, but that's actually bollocks because there's been a few times,
apart from hot chocolate.
There's a few times you've took at least 4 sups.
Oh,
and then you've gone. Have you tasted? Because you start on your tea before I do.
Yeah, I like my mouth to like lose a layer of skin
Yeah.
each time.
So you'll have like 4 or 5 fucking swigs, and then you'll go, just taste your tea. There's sugar in your tea.
Yeah, there was one time where you caught me out rotten. And I drank at least, 3 or 4 mouthfuls. And the reason being, I can't remember what it was. I was eating something really sugary. And I was like, this tea, I kept thinking, it tastes off. It just doesn't taste fucking right. And I was like, I said to you, drink your tea. Is my mouth, because I'm eating so much sugar, I can't fucking taste it in the tea. I got a sense, but I was like, I couldn't be sure.
I remember another one as well. Our listeners aren't going to like this one. So I was a bit incensed. When I first got with Megan, I was a bit incensed that she drank tea with no sugar. I was like...
Were you?
Yeah. And whenever I'd make the tea, I would put 1 sugar in hers. And for ages, she didn't really say anything. And I can't remember if you twigged it or I just told you and you went mad. You were like, stop spiking my fucking tea.
To me, that's a big issue. I don't like that. Do you remember? This is when we were working overnights and I hadn't slept. I was exhausted and you were like, oh, you need to pick me up. You need to pick me up.
Yeah.
So you went and you made me a hot chocolate.
I did. Now,
hot chocolate full of sugar. Yeah. And it's the one drink I will have that's just like full of sugar. I'm like, fuck it, tastes good. I was drinking, I was like, this is very sweet. Like, more so than what's going on with this drink? And you went, I put some extra sugar. And I was like, what? Do you remember I poured it out? I poured it down the drain. I was like, how fucking dare
I was sat watching you like, yeah, you're enjoying that.
That's so creepy. Why do you do that?
Because I was, like I said, I was giving you I was trying to help.
By giving me excessive amounts of sugar. There's already so much in a hot chocolate.
You'd had shag all sleep.
Yeah.
We were doing an 8-hour overnight shift.
Yeah.
And I wasn't doing all the work. So I was trying to give you a boost of energy. You won't drink a Monster.
No, I don't really like energy drinks. The odd time with vodka. But I don't just drink them. I don't like them. I'd rather have a coffee. But to be fair, I don't really feel the effects of caffeine. Yeah, I've never had a coffee and been like, right, I've got my boost. I just like the flavour of coffee.
I don't know. There is sometimes I definitely feel it. Definitely.
Oh, actually, that one time I had that cold brew and I thought I was having a panic attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was that time, yes.
There was one very recently, someone at work decided to get me an energy drink. It was from Hungary. It's a Hungarian energy drink. I felt that after I drank that.
The good stuff.
And then I remember you used to be able to get these bottles of concentrated Monster Energy.
Yeah, the Japanese, were they? The little green bottle one.
Oh. Oh, them. Oh,
yeah.
I know what you're on about. No, I mean concentrated. They were called Hitman. You used to be able to buy them in petty stations and that. And you took a shot of that. Fuck me.
Do you know, I know there's a lot of like other flavours of energy drinks now. They try to make them more palatable. But like that original energy drink flavour,
yeah,
horrible. I can't stand it.
With the original, I prefer Red Bull.
To me,
but with the flavours, I prefer Monster.
Again, like, if you have it with vodka, and obviously you shouldn't be mixing energy drinks and alcohol, it's just a terrible idea, but we all fucking do it.
Yeah.
Or we've at least tried it. That cuts how sweet it is with the vodka. But just an energy drink on its own, it's like sickly sweet, do you not think?
No.
But I mean, we're kind of different on that. Like, I can eat a lot of sugar, can't really drink it, and you're the opposite,
Yeah.
You can drink it all fucking, like, you could do some damage with sugary drinks.
Yeah.
But when you have like chocolate or something, you don't really go to town.
Like, I remember the first time I made you a Kool-Aid.
Oh my God, no, I couldn't.
You watched me put like a measuring jug of sugar into it.
No, it's too much. Too much. I felt like I was going to die.
Well, we'll save it for another day, but you said it about my salt in my sausage casserole as well.
Yeah, it tried to kill me. I'm sure we've mentioned it. You 100% tried to kill me through sodium poisoning.
Not 100%, but I eat it. I survive.
I don't know how.
So, what have you got for us today?
Today we are talking about Shaye Groves and the murder of Frankie Fitzgerald.
Is it Irish?
British.
Oh, okay.
That's piqued your interest now, hasn't it?
Wait, Shaye Grove, is that a person or a place?
Shaye Groves is a person.
Okay. Because it sounds like a place in the UK.
Kind of, yeah.
Like, I'm getting Newcastle, Durham.
Hampshire.
Okay.
But we are talking about a person and not a place.
Yeah.
On the 17th of July, 2022, police arrived to the home of 27-year-old Shaye Groves in Hampshire, England. This was after they received a call about a man's throat being slit. This man was 25-year-old Frankie Fitzgerald, and Shaye was his girlfriend.
Oh, I thought it were a fella.
Shaye.
For some reason, I'd got it in my head it were going to be a fella.
Now, Shaye can be a guy's name, but I love the name Shaye for a girl. It's one of my favourites, actually. I'll have you know.
Oh. I thought it were Ruby.
Ruby?
Yeah, didn't you say you like Ruby?
No.
Oh. Imagined it.
Must have been your other girlfriend.
Yeah. One of.
Shaye Groves and Frankie Fitzgerald first met on a night out in February of 2022. They entered into an on-off relationship which was fueled by alcohol and cocaine and fraught with volatile behaviour.
Well done. Always ends well, doesn't it?
What seems to have been a fairly significant part of their relationship was a shared interest in BDSM. The couple also enjoyed filming themselves while having sex, using the security cameras installed within Shaye's home, including her bedroom, and watching it back afterwards.
Not wrong with that.
No, go for it. Have at it.
Have at it.
Have at it.
What, literally?
Literally, yeah.
You know I can't fucking say that.
Yeah, but it was just very funny how you said it that time. It was one of those ones when you gave up, but also committed. Now, because of the type of sex that they enjoyed engaging in, they decided to draw up a sex contract, which, as we were kind of just saying, would be all well and good if it wasn't for the incredibly toxic behaviour that was paired with this. Frankie had a history of domestic violence, and he had previously been convicted for the abuse of his ex-partner, the mother of his 2 children. The only thing I can say for Frankie in regards to this is that he did disclose this information to Shaye. But it appears this wasn't so much him attempting to be honest about his checkered past, as much as it was a warning.
Well, you can't polish a turd. He's a piece of shit. I don't care if he told her that he'd done it. He's a piece of shit. You can't cover it up. You're a piece of shit.
Well, only a month into their relationship, an argument erupted over a text which Shaye had sent to an ex of hers. For this, Frankie refused to let Shaye leave the house and caused damage to her belongings. It was said that this side of Frankie really came out with his use of cocaine and alcohol. And I mean, I've actually known people like that myself that, drugs and alcohol, of course, can bring out the worst in people. But have you ever met someone where it's like, you're a totally different person?
Yeah. But, in regards to this, right, do you know what's adding fuel to the fire straight away? So it's a volatile relationship. So you make the sex more violent. No.
I mean, that's the thing, right? So if you're into this type of play or sexual activity, again, well and good. And if you want to have it more in writing to make sure everyone's agreed upon X, Y, and Z, good. In this scenario, it seems as if it was kind of, lines are getting blurred.
Yeah. Yeah, Shaye should have just been like, pull on it yourself.
Well, Shaye is no angel.
Okay.
In May of 2022, their text messages showed Frankie calling Shaye a, quote, fucking slut, which, not great, but out of context, But out of context, I don't know. More vulgar, humiliating language did seem to be a part of their sex life.
Look, I know I just went, but, right, when I was a kid growing up, right? So we're talking 90s, early 2000s, yeah? Bitch?
Yeah.
Not so much bitch. Slag, slapper, slut. You're
throwing hands.
No. No, it was just something you'd throw about.
It was something that lad said.
What?
Something that lad said.
Yeah. But now, whenever I hear it, it's like, oh, is he going a bit too far there?
Because it's so gender-based as well.
Yeah.
Like, if you're, like, if me and you were laughing, joking, you went, bitch, you know what I mean, whatever, and it was kind of jokey, you know, fine, doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah.
But if we were in an argument and you said that to me, I'd be like, hang the fuck on. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
All, like, any kind of language like this is kind of like whatever. It really depends on the context. And again, like I said, when it's very kind of gender-based.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, majority of people are pricks or bastards.
Or
another word which you try not to say too much on the podcast.
See, I have many. Tosser, twat,
and
bollocks.
that can be anyone.
Oxygen thief.
Great one. I've known a few of them in my time.
Prick. I'd say prick and tosser are the ones that come out of my mouth the most.
Yeah.
And that's if I can be asked.
But with your accent, a lot of curse words, I think they kind of sound nicer, softer. You know what I mean? Whereas with mine, they can sound kind of abrasive and a bit.
The ones what I say what annoy you is like something such a lemon. Or
I don't like the way British people always have to reference food and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't understand what that is. You lemon, you donut,
you want one of these, you sausage roll.
What's that mean? Why are you afraid to curse? Do you know what I mean?
Because it's you. I'm not, like
what?
It's you.
I'd actually rather you call me a prick.
What if I went, come here to me, you prick?
Yeah. Lemon, I don't know what it is. It grates on me a bit. Do you know, it's like you want to call me a name, but you're too scared to do it. Just do it.
I do it just to get a rise out of you. Yeah. I remember when I called you a jam roll.
Yeah, Swiss roll and all this carry on. I don't get it. You know, shit or get off the pot. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, vulgar language doesn't sound great, but out of context, we don't know.
Yeah.
What's not great is when he said he'd snap her in half if she cheated on him and that he would stamp on the other man.
Stomp.
His words, not mine. So not overly thrilled about how Frankie is speaking, but his paranoia wasn't completely without reason. It was said that Shaye had cheated on Frankie with her ex and that she was, quote, juggling both of these men, even having both of them in her house at the same time.
What?
Yeah. So, if Frankie is known to get a bit jealous and possessive and abusive at times, Shaye is very definitely playing with fire. And with this, her friend knew this wasn't going to end well, and she had urged her to leave the relationship.
Hang on. You know we're having the two geezers in the house at the same time?
Yeah.
How? If you had someone in this house and I wasn't here, I would know immediately. As soon as I'd walk in, I'd know someone's been here.
Mm-hmm. It was kind of from what I can make out, you know, she kind of like, Frankie would come over and like, oh yeah, do you want to head upstairs? I'll be up to you in a minute. And your man could be down in the kitchen or, you know, something in that realm.
Yeah.
It was kind of the comings and goings of the two men.
I'd know.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Yeah, it's I mean, cheating is not good anyway, but it's the fact of the juggling side of it, as they put it. It's, you're wanting to stir this shit. You're wanting to create chaos and drama.
Yeah.
Both Shaye and Frankie were incredibly paranoid that the other was cheating, and they would both regularly check each other's phones. And this is when Shaye saw something that she did not like. But before we get to that, let's talk about Shaye. Shaye was fascinated by serial killers, even decorating her home with images of the likes of Peter Sutcliffe, Jeffrey Dahmer, Rose West, Richard Ramirez, Ted Bundy, and Myra Hindley. Now, I don't want to shit on someone for their looks.
Weirdo.
And it's got nothing to do with what they've done, but my God, Myra Hindley is honestly one of the most heinous looking people I've ever seen. Just ugly as fucking sin.
Rose West? That's like fucking a female version of Joe Pascal.
No, but like Rose West, if you were to kind of like do her hair, get her a new pair of shades kind of thing, Myra Hindley is like, that's the best word. It's just heinous looking human being.
Yeah.
She looks like the evil that she is.
And then you got fucking Peter Sutcliffe, them little beady eyes. Fuck that.
Yeah, his hair looks like it was fucking painted on. He must have been dyeing his hair.
I don't know.
It was so dark.
He could have good genes and still be a piece of shit.
No, but I mean, you know that kind of look when it looks almost like fucking blocky on his head?
Yeah.
And his facial hair as well.
Nah, his facial hair were immaculate.
Yeah, but it was too immaculate.
Nah.
He obviously had a good head of hair in him and everything, but you know what I mean?
Nah, his beard wasn't.
You're getting defensive about your father now, are you?
Look, I knew that would come in. Look, if you look at people in... Not as much. No, definitely now, actually. People trimming the beard that much, but it looks painted on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, his wasn't like that at all. It was rugged.
No, there's one picture in particular I'm thinking of. I'll show it to you later. And it's very structured looking.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, it was said that Shaye had a difficult childhood and suffered through bullying due to her having hearing impairment and having to use hearing aids from the age of 11. At around 13 or 14 years old, Shaye was referred for a mental health assessment and she was diagnosed with bipolar disorder.
No good.
She left home during her teens and was said to have entered into an abusive relationship.
No good.
He's going to keep saying it after every sentence. Around this time, Shaye was said to have dabbled with drink and drugs and struggled with self-harm. At the age of 21 in 2017, things in Shaye's life were seemingly a bit more positive, and in April of that year, she welcomed a baby with her partner at the time. Although her partner was not said to have been violent or aggressive, for whatever reason, Shaye made the decision to move into women's refuge accommodation. Now, Shaye's home decor was very telling of the image she portrayed to the world. She displayed a more edgy and generally darker aesthetic, but to be honest, it all seemed to be very cultivated. Not only did she seem to hold serial killers and rapists to a sort of pop star level of adoration, but she also liked to pair this with weaponry, both for decoration and function. A Celtic dagger by her bed, 2 axes on the wall, and she also carried a flick knife in her boot.
Well, British mentality with knife in boot, but
He's like a blade.
Celtic dagger. I was actually looking at getting you one.
Why?
Like a really nice decorative one.
For what?
What?
Like for what? I'm not into that.
But it's Celtic.
Yeah, but I'm not into just weaponry on the wall. It's really not my scene.
Yeah, but it's Celtic.
Right.
And so are you.
Okay.
Do you know what this is? You're so ungrateful. This is like when they brought out that limited edition Michael Collins coin. And I fucking they were very limited and I put my name.
Very limited. It's just a gimmick. It's just like a scam thing.
And
I got buy it and it's going to be worth money in fucking 100 years time. No, it's not.
And I got you one. And I gave it you.
Yeah.
And you were like, what you got this for? I'm like, because it's a Michael Collins coin. I thought it were important to the Irish. He is. So I got you this coin. It's got a certificate with it and everything. You've never looked at it again.
Why? Right. This.
Tell me where that coin is.
It's in that cupboard out there under the TV unit.
No, it's not. It's over there.
Okay, so you've moved it and you have it in your possession now. You keep that and you enjoy that. This is what really fucking annoys me. I'm getting wound up now. This is what really annoys me about you.
Mm.
You will think something's cool and you want it and you try to force other people into it. I don't like daggers and blades and shit.
This is a coin.
No, we're not talking about... I don't want a coin either. But I'm talking about... You said, oh, I was going to get you a Celtic dagger. I don't want one. When have you ever seen me with a weapon? Whether it's for function or display.
Rolling pin. Wooden spoon.
when have you ever seen me with like any type of decoration like that? If you like it,
I haven't.
go. No, listen. If you like it and you want it, go off. But don't buy it for me. And then when I don't like it, because it's not something I would ever have on the wall or use, you get incensed. It's like, oh, I bought this for you. Stop trying to force me into accepting your gifts, you fucking creep.
All right, another one for you. So I saw these things and it were for people with anxiety, people who like to fidget with stuff. So I bought this. I bought two. I bought one for me and I bought one for Megan. And there were these little katanas on a key ring, on a keychain. And you could press the button and the blade popped out and you could fiddle with it. It was a fidget thing.
Yeah.
Has it ever been in your hand?
You've never even given me one.
I bloody did.
No, you didn't. I remember you buying it. You never gave it to me, but I don't want it anyway. That's just rubbish. This is what I'm saying to you about you just buying shit for the sake of it. We're going into a new territory here. Like, you don't only try to force me into liking what you like and buy me stuff and expect me to be grateful for it, but you also just buy shite for the sake of it. So you want to buy it.
So you don't want the Mickey Collins coin?
No, I don't. I've never wanted that. You try to force me into liking stuff, and then it's like just so you can get the hit, the dopamine hit of spending. And then when I don't, it's not even that I don't appreciate it, but when I go, why have you spent the money on that? I don't want that. I've never expressed any interest. You're like, oh, you're so fucking ungrateful.
You are?
I don't understand how, because it's not something I would need or use. It has no purpose other than to just sit there collecting dust.
Well, no, you could carry it around. If you did airsoft, what? You could use that as a kill coin.
I don't do airsoft. I've never expressed any interest in airsoft.
Oh. No, but you could one day.
But I don't. As it stands now, I have no interest in airsoft. I have no interest in coins. I have no interest in just displaying weaponry.
Oh.
That's like me buying you a lipstick and then you going, what have you got that for me for? I don't wear lipstick. I go, I thought you'd like it. Look, it says fucking God Loves the Queen on it. That's the name of the lipstick. Do you see what I'm getting at?
Bollocks.
Anyway, it was said that Shaye had kept the dagger under her pillow, and at one point during sex, Frankie had asked if she intended to use the weapon on him, which she said she did not, but had it there for easy access, should she need it for protection.
Yeah, intruders and that.
Now again, I don't necessarily think Shaye was so much influenced by these serial killers and their crimes. I think she was trying to create a certain image for herself.
I'm edgy.
Basically.
It's in multiple cases now.
It really is. There's so many where people, and then when they see this, so
I've got no
like,
personality.
Basically.
So I'm just going to be edgy.
Mm-hmm. I know many a person like that.
Yes. See, it's moved from serial killers and stuff to be edgy, and now it's just copying TikTokers and
seriously
and Instagrammers and all that.
There's so many people I know that when you talk to them, like, I seen it on TikTok.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay.
People are going to be copying me to be edgy.
What?
You know when I'm all big and famous for being a podcaster.
Extraordinaire.
Yeah. People are going to be...
But you're not edgy.
In fact, people mimic us now in different countries in the world.
Neither of us are edgy.
No.
In any way.
No.
We're quite dull.
Yeah.
Mm.
Maybe it's, because of how dull we are, that makes us edgy. I don't know.
It comes back round eventually, yes. Yeah.
I don't know. Like, yeah, I'm dull, and sometimes because of how slow I talk, because I'm from Yorkshire, and I'm that dull, people are like, "Are you high?" No.
Wish I was. No, but you are right though. Like, the amount of times I'll have someone say something like blah 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 about this, and I go, "What? Like, where did you hear that? Where did you get that?"
Yeah,
like, TikTok.
Yeah,
like, shut the fuck up.
As soon as I heard it from TikTok, I don't care.
Yeah, or the amount of times I hear someone say something, I'm like, I know where that's from. I've seen that video online.
Yeah.
You're just repeating back what someone else has said. Shut the fuck up. Shaye did have a flatmate, a woman named Lauren White. Although their relationship was different to that of a usual flatmate in that Shaye treated her more like a servant. Now, I don't know what their arrangement was, if there was possibly more of a sub-dom relationship going on between them, or if Shaye was just completely fucking taking advantage of Lauren. But it was said that Shaye would get Lauren to lay out her clothing, roll her cigarettes for her, make her tea, and even getting Lauren to put her socks on for her. That's what I mean. Was there some sort of an arrangement? Because that's not just like expecting her to always do the dishes.
Yeah.
And always do the washing.
No,
that's
is literally
personal.
Servant.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I said it right then. Fuck off.
Well, with that, I think it's fair to say that Shaye liked to feel important and in control of people and situations, right? Well, at one point, in order to gain attention, Shaye told those around her that she had cancer.
Oh, she's one of them.
Now, just to clarify, she didn't. But, yeah. Just a few months into Shaye and Frankie's relationship, on the 16th of July 2022, Shaye was looking through Frankie's phone when she came across some messages. She waited until early the next morning, and as Frankie slept, Shaye slit Frankie's throat before stabbing him in the chest nearly 20 times.
Fucking hell.
She did this using the Celtic dagger which she kept by her bed. She then wrapped his body in the duvet in an effort to contain the blood. And after this, Shaye called her friend Vicky and confessed to the murder. Vicky then called the police. Although she made comments about concealing the murder, Shaye just sort of accepted her fate once the police arrived, and she made it clear that her flatmate had nothing to do with the murder. After Shaye was arrested and placed in a cell, she turned down the offer of a blanket and later said to the mental health nurse that she did not deserve one after what she had done. During her first 2 interviews with the police, Shaye chose not to speak, but in her 3rd interview, she decided to lean towards self-defense.
He was asleep?
Yeah.
So where's the what?
Oh, we're going to find out. We're going to find out. Now, remember I said that Shaye had found something on Frankie's phone?
Yeah.
Following the murder, Shaye told her friend Vicky that she had, quote, snapped after finding out that Frankie had been messaging a 13-year-old girl.
Oh.
Now, hang on. There is some truth to this, but Shaye had twisted it to fit her narrative. The reality was that the girl was actually 17, and that Frankie had blocked her when he believed her to be 13. What Shaye had actually viewed was a screenshot that he had taken of the messages which she had sent to him, and she then jumped to conclusions.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay, I was about to go ham on him.
Shaye leaned hard into her defence that Frankie was the aggressor in the relationship and that she had had to defend herself, which is not untrue, but certainly not the whole story. Shaye made out that Frankie had attacked her and that she had footage from the CCTV of him beating and sexually assaulting her, which she then sent to her friend. Shaye tried to portray herself as the victim in all of this, and had even gone as far as to edit the video of her and Frankie in such a way to make their sexual encounter appear as though it was non-consensual. But once the full footage was later recovered, it told a completely different story.
Do you know where I'm at?
Where are you at, Neil?
They're both as bad as each other.
Yeah.
Like...
Yeah.
There was a death, but they should have parted.
Well, Shaye, with her love of true crime and fascination with serial killers, had extensively watched true crime documentaries in order to research how to set this up and give her a compelling defense story.
That's stupid. That's ridiculous because that is the most stupidest fucking thing. You're watching documentaries on how people got caught and then copying it. Most cases have been solved.
Yeah. Well, not most cases have been solved. I don't know if I'd say that, but
They fucking have.
You think the majority of murders have been solved?
Yeah.
I don't believe that for a second.
Well, that's your opinion.
But there's no...
I'm going by fact.
You're not going by fact. Tell me now, where are your statistics for this? Where are you getting them from? What are you basing this on? No. Don't say there's loads of Netflix documentaries about serial killers. Tell me what you're basing it on.
No. What I was going to say is, out of all the documentaries, out of all the podcasts you'll listen to of different cases, the end with it was solved.
No, but that's what people are picking to broadcast.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. That's what people are choosing to do. A lot of people, I mean, we've had it before. When we cover unsolved cases, we've quite often had people say, I don't like unsolved cases. It's too frustrating. I want a conclusion. Yes. So did you see the point I'm making?
I do.
People want the conclusion.
I do.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe it's not fact then. I like to say that and think it's going to end the argument.
No, never with me, because I'm like, sources, picture didn't happen. Now, although Shaye did manipulate the footage she had shown to her friend, that doesn't mean that their encounters were always consensual. There was footage uncovered which was described as, quote, brutal. The footage displayed Shaye, clearly in pain, asking him to stop. But Frankie chooses not to.
But because it's BDSM, I take it stop wasn't her safe word.
No, Neil, no. If someone's clearly in pain and they're saying stop, you need to stop
Yeah,
now.
but they're taking it that serious, but they've got like a written contract and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're judging me for saying that. I don't know this world. I
don't. It's not my scene.
If I say stop, fucking stop. But I thought in them sort of lifestyles, it's like, if I say stop, don't. It's only if I say pineapple.
Look, I haven't viewed the footage. I'm going off what has been said. They described it as brutal. They said that she was clearly in pain. They said that she was asking him to stop, and he chose not to.
Yeah.
So we're going off what has been put out there.
Yeah.
And if that is the case,
yeah,
there were certainly times where Frankie had sexually abused her.
Yeah. No, I don't want to sound tactless, but I'm just going off of, it's common knowledge, but people will like pay a woman to stomp on them in fucking stilettos and stuff like that. They want to be in pain. So I was just going off of that. I don't know. I'm not saying it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying I'm not at a place where I can comment.
No, I take your point. But yeah, I think the point is we don't know what was going on. Now, there is footage. So people who have reviewed it obviously have a better idea.
Yeah.
But again, we don't know exactly what their dynamic was, but it seems pretty apparent that at times Frankie either did take it too far and actually assaulted her.
Yeah.
Or used their preference as an excuse.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm not here to upset anyone.
Yes, you are. Other footage shows Frankie inflicting a, quote, punishment onto Shaye. And I think where some people may blur the lines here is that, although some of these punishments may have been a part of their sex lives, and Shaye may have initially consented to these activities, when she voiced that she wanted any of these things to stop, Frankie would continue regardless. Regardless of her asking him to stop. Regardless of the visible pain that she was in. So, it's quite a complex case in that this is all absolutely horrific and could contribute towards her defence. But then Shaye did choose to manipulate the footage, and she did attack him as he slept. It wasn't during a confrontation. She did have her own home. She wasn't trapped in the way that she didn't have anywhere else to go.
I don't see this as being complex at all.
No, but I mean in terms of what she's claiming. And we know she set that up.
Yeah.
But we also know that although she's faking this footage, there is genuine footage of him abusing her.
Yeah. Okay.
You got to think, as the people sifting through this, you're going to be like, oh my God, like,
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So he was a piece of shit, but like, he didn't deserve to be murdered.
I mean, look, there's certainly things that Frankie have done which I think is just inexcusable. Yeah, inexcusable, but that doesn't give Shaye the right to end his life.
No, yeah, what I'm saying is, right, so there's footage of him abusing her. So instead of murdering him, if she'd have handed that in to police.
Yeah, no, I completely get your point. And it's not that this justifies Frankie's behaviour. You know, I really don't want to downplay the severity of sexual abuse, particularly in a case like this where the type of sex that they enjoy, people very clearly need to lay out their boundaries. But I do find her strategic editing of the footage to be incredibly concerning.
Yeah.
And I think, did you mention earlier, she kind of liked the chaos.
Yeah.
She liked the drama. So, although, yes, she was experiencing abuse, she was sort of playing off it at other points.
Like, I don't want to say likes to be the victim, but yeah.
To a degree.
She needs some sort of chaos.
To a degree, and in certain situations, yes, she did.
Yeah.
Yes, she was abused. That's not okay. But at other times, she certainly, quite literally manipulated it to her advantage. For example, the cameras have been taken down before the murder, but this may have been at Frankie's request rather than part of Shaye's premeditation. And possibly because Shaye had threatened to post sexually explicit videos of Frankie that would, quote, ruin his life. So,
like pegging and that.
I don't know. I don't know what the videos were. But if you hear the cameras were taken down just before the murder, you're thinking, she's took them down before the murder. But it quite possibly was Frankie said, I don't want us filming anymore.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, I think the point stands. There was absolutely shocking behaviour on both sides here. But it was Shaye who chose to escalate to murder. In contrast to her previous diagnosis of bipolar disorder, Shaye was found to be suffering from an emotionally unstable personality disorder, meaning she tends to act on impulse and has an inability to recognise the consequences of her actions. Shaye pleaded not guilty, and her defence strategy was to claim self-defence, a loss of self-control, and diminished responsibility. This was rejected. The trial lasted for 5 weeks, and on Friday, the 17th of February, 2023, Shaye was found guilty for the murder of Frankie.
This is very recent then.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
The judge stated that when a knife is present with intent to have it available as a weapon, the starting point for sentencing is 25 years. If the weapon is not left readily available, the starting point would usually be at around 15 years. Shaye not only kept the weapon at the ready, but the first injury inflicted was already fatal. The further stabs to his chest just showed the level of her frenzy, which proved to be an aggravating factor in sentencing.
Oh yeah, it's overkill, isn't it?
100%. Nearly 20 times she stabbed him in the chest.
Yeah.
It was stated that Shaye was a manipulative, jealous and possessive person, that she was losing her influence over him, and that this was a crime of passion. Frankie's family said, quote, "As a parent, you never expect to outlive your children. You will do anything in your power to protect them. Frankie was our baby, the youngest of 5 children. He can never be replaced. He was a kind and beautiful person, and sadly, leaves 2 children behind that will never get to know their daddy. We thank the jury for their verdict today. To our Frankie, we love and miss you more than anything in this world. Your shining light will always be in our hearts."
Okay. So
Look.
I'm the poor kids who aren't gonna know the dad. But like saying lovely person and stuff like that's debatable. It already been arrested for abuse in a previous relationship. So he's already got that on him. And she's not a saint, but there is footage of her being assaulted by him.
Yeah,
I don't know why he's getting praised.
Look, I think the best way for you to look at it, right? So we're talking about the things that have been reported that Frankie has done, and he's been convicted of abuse.
Yeah.
The best way, I think, to look at it, from our outside perspective, we don't agree. But we can only take it as it's a kid's father gone. It's their son gone. So from their point of view, they're viewing him in a different light. to how we are.
Yeah.
And it's kind of, we don't mean any disrespect to them in telling this case. I understand for them it's still difficult to lose someone in your family, but it doesn't negate the behaviour.
Yeah. Couldn't have put it better myself.
Shaye was sentenced to life in prison with a minimum of 23 years to be served. She was said to have appeared emotionless as her sentence was read aloud. The judge said that Shaye had blighted the lives of his family for decades to come. Quote, "You have robbed Frankie's family and loved ones of their son, their brother, and his 2 children of their father."
Yeah, that would be decades to come.
While I do not believe that Shaye was necessarily planning to murder Frankie that night, it does seem that she was certainly setting the plans in motion to cause harm to Frankie at some point. What Shaye did was manipulative and disgusting, but that doesn't negate Frankie's behaviour either. Equally, it's not a justification for murder. And I think sometimes we can try to soften the reality of a person who's become a victim of murder, or become more sympathetic towards a woman, particularly when sexual abuse is involved. I think this case is an example of just how dangerous and potentially fatal a toxic, abusive relationship can become, and how all too often people mistake jealous and controlling behaviour as a form of caring or possibly protective nature. And I think that applies to both of the people involved in this case today. Not to downplay what Shaye had done, but I think with her mental state, Frankie's behaviour, and their relationship overall, it was just like pouring fuel onto a fire.
Adding fuel to the fire, actually.
Now, in May of this year, a status update was posted to Shaye's Facebook account.
How?
Someone posted on her behalf.
Okay.
It states, quote, "I've recently been made aware of a podcast that talks about my childhood, claiming it to be horrific. I would like to state that this is not true. My parents were not abusive or neglectful. I had a good childhood and raised in a happy home. However, that being said, I was a challenging child, and despite my parents' best efforts, I never did learn or listen. My parents begged and pleaded with the doctors, social services, and children mental health team. This did not help my parents as I manipulated the situation and made my parents look like the bad guys. My parents had suffered horrific verbal and mental abuse from myself. I stole, I lied, I manipulated, and I broke their hearts more times than I can count. I would also like to state, I did not suffer from an addiction to drugs or alcohol as a child. This started as an adult and did not stem from my so-called horrific childhood. For those of you who are making podcasts about me, I have no issue using my name for your 5 minutes of fame. I deserve the hate, and I'm already infamous, so it doesn't bother me. All I ask is to know your facts, and do not report false accusations, as this can be dangerous and may have an effect on my living victims. Thanks."
We've said it before. I agree. With the, don't be just spewing bullshit for your fucking views.
Of course. And in the information I'm relaying in this episode, I do my best.
Yeah.
I'm not going to try and sensationalize it any further.
Yeah.
I will say, though, the use of the word infamous bothers me a bit.
Yeah.
It feels like she's enjoying this.
Yeah.
Use my name for your 5 seconds of fame. And all,
yeah.
You want to be that figure.
Yeah. Yeah. No, as soon as you said infamous, that stood out.
But anyway, that is the case of Shaye Groves and the murder of Frankie Fitzgerald. Neil, thoughts?
Well, just in case Shaye is listening, you're not that infamous. I hadn't heard of you before, and I'll probably forget you within a week.
You're not even just saying that to say it. You're being genuine.
Yeah.
You thought
100%.
she was a place at first.
I did, yeah. Right, thoughts. Well, she's no Amima Nelson, is she? Amima Nelson was a victim.
Mm-hmm.
I truly believe, but she was, she wasn't forced to do what she did.
It's a case of there wasn't a justification for her acts, but you can understand how A to B to C.
Yes.
and shit happens.
Yes.
And, yeah.
Whereas, like you said, with Shaye, she'd got her own place. You know, they could have parted. They could have just... They shouldn't have been together. They were both shagging about on each other. You know, they were both fucking getting their end away. And with it being a volatile relationship, adding rougher sex to it, no. Like...
Bear in mind, their relationship was only a few months long.
What?
Yeah, they were only together a few months before she did this.
No, fuck that.
And I mentioned it, but obviously I didn't want to talk about it too much. I mean, Shaye does have a little girl who is now without her mother.
Yeah.
You know, and of course, Frankie is his kids without their father. Yeah, but she clearly wasn't thinking about her daughter. Did this.
Something else with the case. So you said when it got to trial that they said if you've got a weapon readily available, it's a minimum of 25 years. So why is hers minimum of 23?
Yeah, so the sentencing was kind of averaged.
Right.
Do you get what I mean? They weren't like strict in, right, you're getting this and that's it. So that's why it was 23 as opposed to 25. And it wasn't as low as 15.
Okay. They should have just gave her the 25.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Like
I said,
ifs or buts. She had the knife there readily available.
But then again, actually, sorry, saying that, I don't firmly believe Shaye planned to harm him that night. I think she lost the run of herself seeing the screenshot of the message.
Well, she even said she snapped.
Yeah, but I don't believe that as such.
Oh.
You know what I mean? I think that night she did it, but I think it could have easily happened a week, a month, whenever down the line had they stayed together. Yeah.
Madness, innit? Like, but why do people have to, like, do different things when it comes to fucking sex? Just have a takeaway, enjoy the night, and then have a cup of tea after.
Nice cup of tea, but make sure it's on the left-hand side.
Yeah.
Make sure it's not dyslexic bringing it to you.
Wow.
It's okay, I'm dyslexic too, I can say it.
Yeah, but you keep taking piss out of me dyspraxia and dyscalculia.
I was going to say, that's what you were meant to throw back at me.
Yeah. So, oddity.
Weekend at Bernie's Holiday Edition.
For fuck's sake. There can't be many more of these.
Bet there is. On Thursday, the 18th of December 2025, a family boarded an EasyJet flight from Malaga destined for London. Unfortunately, the flight was delayed for over 11 hours when one of the members of their family, an 89-year-old wheelchair-bound woman, required medical assistance. I'll put that in quotes. Required medical assistance.
11 hours?
11 hours. Now, sadly...
I get out and walk.
Now, sadly, she was later pronounced dead. But according to several of the passengers who were also due to fly, this woman was, quote, already dead when boarding the plane. EasyJet said that the woman was in the care of 2 medical professionals and even had a fit-to-fly certificate. But that's quite a contrast from what one passenger told The Sun. Quote, anybody with eyes could see that that woman was not fit to fly, and it wasn't just me that thought that, it was everyone else that she went past. People sat in front of me even said they'd seen the people that were with her holding her head up. We all thought that she looked dead. I gotta be honest with you, there's not much more to the story, and it's only just happened. There's not a huge amount more information, but I don't know, EasyJet, it seems a bit dodgy, doesn't it?
Why'd they let her on the plane?
Allegedly, she had a fit to fly pass, and she was good. She was chilling. But other people are saying she was chilling a bit too much.
Oh, they're doing it because it works out cheaper than shipping a body back.
Oh, you mean why would they take a dead body?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would assume so, yes. Allegedly.
And they were expecting other passengers to just sit with this dead body.
Look,
breathing in
allegedly,
that dead air.
Allegedly, Neil. Allegedly. EasyJet's stance is that, no, she was very much alive. She even had the cert to say she was fit to fly.
That's to hold her head up like a newborn baby.
That's what I mean. The other passengers are like, she was fucking dead. She was not alive. They literally saying they were holding her head up.
Like I would literally, right, if I walked onto that plane, and I'm not pissing about here, if I walked onto that plane and I was walking up the aisle looking for my seat and I walked past that, I would go, she's fucking dead. I would be so vocal. I'd be like, she's dead.
I don't actually know how you get the fit to fly cert. I don't know what the process is there.
I've never had to do it.
Who's to say she didn't get that and then pass after it? So unless it's at the gate as you're literally boarding, unless you get handed it there, surely there was some time within the airport, like assuming she had been alive and died during the airportation of the situation.
Hold up. Getting through security? They had to fucking scan her?
No, this is what I'm saying, right? So let's assume they didn't wheel a corpse through the entirety of the airport. They
she died in the terminal.
That's what I mean. So like, let's assume that's the case. And they're like, fuck it, we'll just bring her through.
Yeah. No. She had to snuff it in the terminal because they wouldn't have got her through security. Again,
assuming you're not I don't know how it works. Let me know if you know. Assuming you're not getting handed it as you're boarding.
Yeah.
That's the only way I can think of it, because they could go, oh, no, she's fit to fly. But if she got it like 2 hours ago, do you get what I'm saying?
This could have turned into such a fucking scandal.
There's a buffer.
You imagine if went through security and she set the buzzers off and they took her to the room to fucking search her. That could have been a rough fucking heavy scandal.
What do you mean they killed her?
No. What? No.
What are you getting at then?
Searching a dead body.
Yeah, but they're not going to search. If they know she's dead, they're not going to search
But they're
her.
not going to know she's dead. They think she's asleep or because she's fit to fly.
So what are you getting at? She's fit to fly.
She's fit to fly.
Yes.
But she's gone through security. She's set the buzzer off.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh shit, she's got something on her.
Yeah.
She's not fucking telling us what it is.
Yeah.
But she's
not
also
speaking. She's not speaking up.
Yeah. She's also not putting up a fight.
Yeah.
So then they take her back to the room to rubber glove treatment.
No, but they're not going to get that far. That's what I was saying. Are you saying like as if people are going to think there's been foul play at the airport?
Yeah.
No, I just asked you that and you went, what?
No. Not foul play in that way. Foul play in other ways. She's dead.
Yeah, allegedly, yes.
Allegedly,
yes. She's dead.
I can't say allegedly enough.
Yeah. No, allegedly.
I'm not saying that airport security have touched this woman.
Nope.
Right? What I'm saying is, allegedly, if they got to security and she set the buzzer off and they were like, she's got something on her, she's not telling us what it is, she's not even taking her belt off.
She's disrespecting the entire security process.
Her ankles aren't even showing. Them shoes are too high.
They're up boots. You can't be wearing them.
Who the fuck does she think she is? Yeah. I'm going to show her rubber glove treatments coming. Because we know they do that. If they don't like the look of someone, they fucking fist...
what?
They fucking take him to the room for a strip search.
Uh-huh. I've never experienced it personally, but...
No, I haven't. Luckily. So they take her back to that room. And they might think she's not putting up a fight, so she's been compliant.
Okay.
And then after it comes out, but she's dead.
Oh, so you're saying they've essentially assaulted? There's been interference with a corpse?
Yes, allegedly.
So, like I said, this has only like kind of just happened. I'll keep you updated if I hear something, but I think Neil has painted quite a picture. And again, just remember, this isn't actually part of the story. This is us, going off script completely here. Norman's upset about this.
Yeah.
He's outraged. Yeah. Weekend at Bernie's Holiday Edition. Watch out for that EasyJet.
Oh, she didn't even get to go on the holiday.
No, she did. She was coming back home. They were in Malaga. They were going to London.
Malaga did it.
Well, I mean...
Allegedly.
Malaga.
Allegedly.
Yeah.